Hi everybody, Real Talk with Virginia Bryant. So I had a couple of people kind of bring up that they watch a movie that had a $50,000 budget, and then they watch a movie that had a $250,000 budget, and it all looks the same. So there are a lot of variations to this. You have where you can have a lot of crew, and you can have less crew. Now you can have a lot of crew with multiple locations. So you have the 250. You can have a very small crew with minimal locations and it's 50,000. If you took that $50,000 budget and added more locations, you're going to need more crew for the company moves, and it makes it increase. So, for instance, I would talk about the director's unit. You have, of course, a director, first AD, second AD, and a third, or second, which is actually like your key PA. But sometimes people will just have a director. They don't even have a first AD, believe it or not, when it's like 2 locations, 4 actors, and that's it. Then you have your director of photography. But then if you're running 2 cameras, you have the A cam operator, the B cam operator, and you have the first AC and the second AC for both. So that's 6 different people, but very, very small crew. You can have your director of photography that is also an operator, and that's basically it. And then, of course, somebody to pull focus, I would say. So you can have a camera department of 2. You can have a director's unit of 1. You can have a production department of really just 1, like the producer that can be the UPM, can be the line producer, because it's $50,000. It's not really a lot to track. Then you can run into your grip and electric department. You can just have a gaffer and a key grip, so you just have 2 people. Or you can have a gaffer and a key grip, and you can have a best electric and a best swing, and then just like a third best. So you can have a large G&E department. And then you can have large days, again, if you have multiple locations, that you have, 5th or 6th hand as a best swing, so they can do both. Then you get into your art department. Sometimes you can have a large production that you have your production designer, and then you have your on-set dresser, which is resetting the rooms. You have your set dresser, and then you have your props master, and you can also even have an art production assistant, art PA. But then you can also have just a production designer that does it all, because again, 2-3 locations. And then when you get to makeup and hair and wardrobe, you can actually have one person that does both the makeup and hair. They might even just do wardrobe if it's not that many locations, not that many changes, like a thriller or some kind of movie that maybe just be like 1 day, maybe 2 days. So there's not really a lot of wardrobe. And then you can have like your producer, that one person that helps, the vanity department with their wardrobe. So, but then you can also have like a larger production, and you have your head of makeup, your head of hair. You can have 2 makeup assistants. You can have makeup assistant, or like a hair makeup assistant that helps with both. So that's 3 people. Or you can have a makeup assistant that's with your head makeup, and then a hair assistant that's with your hair makeup, and then maybe an assist. So then again, you have 5 people. So there's a lot of different variations, and then you have to look at the days. So you can have a 17-day shoot, and when you multiply 1 day, that might cost 10 grand for everybody. And 17 days later, that's 170,000, but that's without meals, without breakfast, without a lot of other variations of gas in the production vehicles. Even if you have vehicles, just gas, everything. Or you can just have where minimal, it's only 3 grand. And under a 15-day shoot, you're really under the 50,000. So there's so many different variations on the quality and the quantity of how you make your film. So hopefully that helps to let you guys know that yes, you can make it on 50,000, and yes, you can make it at high quality, but make sure it's less actors, less locations, and try to have a script that is really surrounded about around 1 day or maybe 2 days. If you have a script that's surrounded around like entire week, then you have so many variations, so many different locations, even if you have flashbacks, if you have dream sequences. So less is best if you're trying to start out with less money, and then maybe you can build up to more. But why would you if less is best? Maybe you start off at the $50,000 mark, and then from there you still make those same kind of films, but just add a couple more crew members in all the departments. So it's still the same script pages, it's still the same amount of locations, amount of actors, if it's 1 or 2 days that you're filming around, and all you're doing is adding more people in the department. So your budget's a little bit higher, the quality is still just the same. I think that's kind of like it. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.